Welcome back to another episode of Cats Out the Bag. I'm Kat, as you know. This is.
What am I tonight?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I prefer to go by Boogie, but KK calls me LK.
This is Lenny.
1, 2, 3. Look at me, Cat.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Look at Lenny.
Is Lenny his alter ego?
I mean,
It is tonight.
apparently my name is Lenny now.
Yeah.
Listen, Lenny Williams has some fucking hits.
Lenny Kravitz.
No, Lenny
Ooh.
Williams.
Shout out to my uncle Lenny.
Yeah. Shout out to your uncle Lenny.
For sure, though.
You just want to be on the L team. I ain't mad at it.
I mean, I guess so.
Listen, I'm LK.
Hey. So you might be on the K team.
We connected either way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was that a rhyme?
Yeah.
Did I just spit my first bar?
Holy shit, you did. I feel like you guys are connected now. We're going to do questions tonight because we haven't done it in a while, and it's wine night, and we had to redo the last wine night.
Wine night,
so,
but we sipping tequila, though.
yeah. So
On
it's,
the low.
it's drinking night. No, I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll circle around with like a better.
Yo, stop stealing my lingo. I don't appreciate that. Everybody been stealing my lingo.
What's your
lately.
lingo?
Circle back.
Circle back is your lingo?
Yeah. You don't remember the first pod that we did? And you guys were like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
I'm
we-
going to
Circle back
circle
to
back.
me.
Yeah,
you
see?
Circle back
That's
to me.
not your lingo.
Trendsetter.
All right.
Busted and disgusted.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you rock
There's a
with
couple
that,
more.
cowboy.
Busted and Disgusted didn't come from you.
It didn't, but I introduced it to y'all.
I haven't used it since that episode.
Oh,
Same.
okay. Okay. All
Not
right.
yet.
Sure.
Now, if I say, let me clean it up,
See?
then I'll, props to you.
That's another one of
Because
them.
you be saying that on the pod all the time.
Yeah, and I got paused for it.
But you know what's so funny? You should run the tapes back because there was another one and it's clipped on Instagram and no one paused you.
This is what I'm saying. It's not like I didn't say it before. That's why I just thought it was so funny that I got paused for it. And I was like really lost. I'm like, what did I say? They're like, oh, that's crazy. I'm like,
I guess it's when they're feeling sassy.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It's when they should be posing themselves. But
Thanks for having my back, yeah.
Yeah,
Pause.
anytime.
Clean it up.
shit.
So
Yeah, let me clean it up.
let's start with questions from the viewers.
We have a live audience.
We
in
have a
here
live
today.
audience. We have a couple of people. The crowd's really going nuts.
We have them
clap
here-
your
yeah.
hands. Clap your hands, everyone. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So many
Immaculate
people.
vibes in the studio.
Can you clap the ass? Just kidding. Just go.
Now clap your ass to the beat. 1, 2.
Oh, in my head you said clap your ass and I said everybody.
Everybody, clap your ass to the beat.
Y'all crazy.
You're on your own on that one, Katie. Sorry.
All right. What do we have?
Can you speak up? I can't hear you.
What's your favorite?
There we go. My favorite smell?
Ooh.
Scent or smell? Is it the same shit? Because
I
it's
think
like
it's
smell is like I'm
Scent,
thinking
I
like
think
gasoline or
maybe-
matches, and then scent would be like a perfume in my head. But I'm also
Well, do both. Do both.
is a good looking man one of them because like
That's crazy.
it doesn't like I don't know the colognes, but like when someone walks by you and you don't even see them.
Happened to me in Aldi today.
I've been catfished that way.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'll sniff
and then I
somebody
find
out.
the man and I'm like, oh, you did me dirty.
I'll turn into a hound dog
Yeah.
in the store.
Yeah.
Looking literally.
Uh-huh.
Where you at, motherfucker?
And then it's a catfish.
yeah.
We probably out here catfishing men, but
Yeah.
smell.
Cause you know how girls like to
I like incense.
spray a little perfume on their pussy,
I like incense.
like their underwear.
I would never. That's just sounds like fucking up your pH balance.
I'm
You
just
think your
saying.
underwear is blocking any of those chemicals from going in there?
The girls do it.
If I was a lesbian, I went down on a girl and her pussy smelled like perfume, we would have a problem.
And it would taste horrible.
I just would be like, do you Febreze your leggings too? Is that the level we're at that
Yeah.
you're spraying perfume on your pussy? All right. What was the question?
What's your favorite smell?
What's your
Or his
favorite scent? Smell.
I don't know. Do I have to go first? I feel
You already went
under pressure.
basically.
What'd I say?
You
A
said
good looking man.
Good looking man.
Final answer.
That's it.
No. Matches?
Matches. I'll go matches. I'll go
Yeah.
chlorine.
Bleach.
Chlorine bleach.
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 Like pool chlorine. It smells so good.
I like bleach.
What the hell?
Mm.
Y'all
We're
crazy.
healthcare workers, so like I feel like
Bleach?
bleach associates like cleanliness to me.
It's cleanliness, but like the smell of it is kind of like harsh.
Like I
You don't
love
think?
walking into a room and it just smells bleached. Like I'm
How
like,
about like
ooh, this is
Fabuloso
clean.
or something like that? Not
Nah, because
bleach.
Fabuloso ain't hitting
Pine
it the
Sol's
way
up there.
bleach
Pine Sol is
is.
definitely up there.
Pine Sol's up there.
How about like detergent?
Mm.
Like after it dries though, not like
Linen smell.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love the
incense-
smell of
incense-
like
incense.
warm laundry once it's done. Like when you're folding it and you breathe it in. Oh,
See,
love
there
that.
we go.
Fresh
That's a
linen's
good
my
one.
favorite scent. Like those will be my plug-ins. Like my car fresh linen.
Ocean is fire. Their new spray they
I
came
like the
out with
sea
this
smell.
year is fucking amazing.
Who's they?
Febreze.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Oh.
actually going to the beach and
Oh,
like,
that
Oh,
too.
that too.
yeah,
that
that's a
too.
crisp smell.
Yeah, it's
A good Christmas
black
tree,
tie.
like a fresh Christmas tree.
Christmas trees don't do it for me.
And it's funny because I don't really like smells like that, but like I guess maybe it like hits my feelings
I
about
like
it.
a
You know what I
Christmas
mean?
tree on fire,
That smells horrible.
like a campfire, not a Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that.
Campfire.
No, I hate. That's one of the smells I hate.
I know.
I hate. I won't even go to a bonfire just because I hate smelling like it. You're not talking into your mic. What's the smell
we
you
weren't
guys
talking
hate?
into him either. Smells that we hate.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, besides like the obvious. Some people like the smell of shit. Some people pay money for that.
I wish we could
Wow,
find
that's
them. If you
crazy.
do like that,
I've been
Call us.
looking for
Oh.
you.
I've been looking for you. I'm dying to shit on your chest.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
Dying. to
Oh
just
my
get
God, I
that
have my
bag.
mother's blessing with that because I was like, Ma, if I ever found some freak that would let me like shit on him, again, does nothing for me, but there are men that will pay like $3,000 for you to take a shit on him. I'm not passing up that opportunity.
I am pulling my cheeks apart. So
I will
fast.
take laxative. If I freeze
Yes.
up, I'm taking a laxative.
Mm-hmm.
She was
Y'all
like,
are
girl, get your
insane.
money. I said, thank you. Just want to make sure I had your blessing.
Here, I'll get you.
Fresh cut grass makes me actually gag. Hate that smell. Hate that smell.
I don't think that's that bad.
I don't
honestly.
hate that.
I didn't. So,
Manure, I hate. But it depends, because I would work on like a horse farm.
if we're walking and like that smell is out there, I literally will cover my face. Like I dislike it that much.
Grass.
Fresh cut grass, like someone mowing their lawn.
Oh my God. The bay,
Mm-mm.
down by the bay. Blech.
Low tide.
Low tide. Low tide.
Some
will-
people just smell like low tide.
Yeah.
I use that comparison all the time. I told somebody the other day, I was like, "You smell like low tide," and she was
You
like,
told
"Wh-
somebody that?
I damn sure did." It was a coworker, and I was like, "Did you leave your clothes in the washing machine too long or something? Because you smell like low tide."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she go home and wash herself at least?
No, she smelled everything, and she discovered it was her shirt.
She take it off?
She's at work.
Yeah.
She's fucked. I went back to my office.
I got a good one.
What?
How would life be different if we could all read each other's thoughts?
Oof.
Hmm.
I'd be fucked up. I really do. I'm an overthinker. I'd be fucked.
You
Dead
off your
ass.
own thoughts or somebody else's?
No, off of somebody else's because I'm already overthinking this shit in regular, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So now if I can hear your thoughts, oh Lord.
Nah, but how about this? Like, you ever like walk into a room and you like see somebody and you like, automatically think something? Now imagine you automatically think that and they can hear it.
Like what? Wow, she's
Like if you
bad.
say something.
Or
No,
like-
I'm just saying anything. That's what the question
I didn't
says.
even
So it's
think
anything.
about it like that.
That's-
I think number
how
one,
would
I'd
you-
be
How
fighting
would-
a lot
hold
more.
on, let me repeat the question.
Holy
How
shit.
would life be different if we could all read each other's thoughts?
We'd probably all have thicker skin.
Or the world would be a mess.
Well, at first.
Or it
it's
might
gonna
be a better
mess.
place. Because you can't lie.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna take a little adjusting.
Yeah, but shit, I'd rather know the truth.
Yeah, if it's always like it from the
You know what I'm
beginning,
saying?
it would be a better place.
I'd be walking around like blank room. Think of a blank room.
No, literally.
Because the
No,
stuff
but
that
it will be
comes-
the norm. It will be the norm. So you could think whatever you want.
No,
It's like,
Kenny, here's the thing. It's dark in here. Do you know what I'm saying? like I say outlandish shit for the most part. That's the PG version of what the brain is doing in here.
Yeah.
It's bad. And when I get angry, oh my God, I'd be fighting a lot more. I absolutely would, because number one, they would hear the crazy shit in here, and number two, I would hear what they say. I'd be like, say it with your chest, bitch. That'd be terrible for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the world would be a better place. Personally.
After
think it
a long
depends.
time.
It definitely depends.
After a long time.
Not after a long. I mean, yeah, if it goes from. But
Humans
if
don't
I'm
change
talking about
that willingly and easy.
no, but of course. But while I'm with what pertaining to the question, if it was always like that,
If it was always like that, it'd be a better place.
yeah,
The
I think so.
liars would be out. They'd be sick.
There's no way to lie.
They'd be sick.
This lying would not even be a thing.
I know. They would be sick.
They'd be dead.
Everybody's game, quote unquote, would be out the fucking
We did this
window.
one already.
You'd be trying to holler at a girl at a bar. Oh, you're so beautiful. Whatever your pickup
Shit,
line
make it
is.
easy for me. All I gotta
And
do is
then
think about some
in your
shit.
head, you're like, I'm just trying to fuck. I'm never taking you out on a date, and I'm not kissing you in your mouth.
Or it'll be
It makes it easy.
like she was saying. Imagine if it was in like the white bubble, like it popped into
Oh
a
yeah,
white
everybody
bubble.
can read it.
Oh no! If everybody
What if it
could
was just
read
like,
it,
fuck
no.
you? Yes.
Hell no. Nah.
wild.
That's funny as
I'll
shit.
be in the house.
And then like when you're starting to think of something, like the little 3 dots pop up like you're texting.
No,
Oh my
that's
God.
even worse.
It's like, yo, he's about to say something. He's
Yeah,
about to
he
think
on to
something.
something.
He about to think something.
What do you think the world will be like in 20 years?
20 years? Shit.
That's a scary question.
I mean, we kind of getting a glimpse of it. We got a lot of shit that they was talking about like 20 years ago. They was talking about this shit like cars that drive themselves,
Way
cell
more technology,
phones,
yeah.
all this shit. So like, I could just see it being like what it is today, just to a higher power, like even more advanced.
Flying cars.
I think we're gonna start seeing technology replace people's jobs.
Yeah.
Oh no,
They
it's already
started.
No,
doing
but
that.
like heavier.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But it's already doing that. If you walk into a McDonald's, you don't have to go talk to the person at the desk.
Yep.
Do you know in Japan there's like pretty much all their convenience stores, there's not a single employee. It's all robot,
It's
like
just
it's
just like
machines and
Pathetic.
paying and cameras.
Yeah,
It's just like the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
self checkout.
Yep.
replace a lot of
There's
of
gonna
people's
be
jobs.
really bad social interaction. What? Oh, I thought you looked at me. I thought it said error or something.
No, yeah, I think
Never
I think
mind.
it's gonna get worse for humans in that aspect, social interaction, because the pandemic affected me a little bit, like being in the house, and I was loving the curfew and shit.
I didn't look at it. It's just
Names? Why would I get this card?
Wait, hold on. Don't
I
speed
just
past that.
took
What do
it
you mean
out.
quarantine affected you? Like, what do you mean by that?
So like when COVID,
Like socially, you mean?
yeah, so I was like a loner before, I would say, like, but I was a little bit more social. Like I would try to like do the get-togethers, plan the events, like let's go do something, and then quarantine hit. And I actually took it very seriously in the beginning. I wasn't one that was like stockpiling on toilet paper, but I took it very seriously on like the
In
infection
terms of
control
staying inside
part.
the house, yeah.
Only because
You work in the healthcare field, so you know how serious it was.
yeah, that, and I just feel like it would be real selfish of me. Like a lot of people went out. I'm sorry to even bring this up because COVID's like not even a thing anymore. But a lot
It
of
still
people
is.
went
Wear your
out
mask.
and just didn't give a fuck. But my question always, and I used to put it on social media all the time, is if you knew that you, God forbid, infected somebody with COVID and they died from it, would that change your movement? Do you
Or
know
the
what I'm
way-
saying?
the
Like,
way you-
was that
yeah.
was that Friendsgiving so important? Was that haircut so important? You know, like, was that refusing to wear the mask because it's my right so important that you could have taken a life? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, because it was a possibility. It still is. You know, like it's watered down a little bit, and everybody has their conspiracy theories, but that's how I viewed it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I would be able to live with myself knowing that I infected someone whose body couldn't handle it and they passed away because of my selfish wants and needs. You know, there's people on fucking Long Island holding up signs like open the massage parlors, open the hair salons. Like, how little-minded and selfish could you be?
Right.
That's how I felt about it. And I wasn't like pro mask, pro this, pro that. I just looked at it on like further away from, you know, somebody who was affected by not being able to get my fucking haircut. I'm a fake blonde. Do you know what the roots look like? I didn't have my nails done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I suffered just like everybody else on that aspect. But to me, a life is way more important than any of that
100%.
shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the shit that they showed on the news
That
was
shit was
true.
traumatizing.
Was true, but it also wasn't true. So we saw different parts of it. You know what I mean? Like KK works on a different floor than I worked in the ER. And the shit that they portrayed on the news was, you know, it really affects the elderly and the young and blah, 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 blah. I have traumatizing stories of people in their 30s that I will never fucking forget.
Same.
Like, never. It is imprinted on me. I've seen family members standing outside of the hospital with signs singing because their loved one was being taken off life support because they needed the ventilator for somebody else.
Yeah.
When I
Fucked
tell you
up.
I cried every day during COVID, so it definitely
Me
affected
too.
me in that way because I would see that shit and I would go home and I'd be like, "What? Why the fuck am I gonna go out? Why am I gonna go around people? Why am I gonna go see my friends?" Like, I just viewed it as there's a bigger picture than that. So when COVID became less of a thing and watered down, and I had it a bunch of times, and it just, you know, life tried to normalize again. It was weird for me. And even going to work in the ER now, I'm like, how did I ever work in the ER without a mask? Because if you think about it, you know, you're doing codes, you're in people's faces, you're drawing their blood, and it's like, oh, but at the end of the day, you don't know what the fuck they have.
Mm-hmm.
So it like fucked with my head like that because like I remember someone being like really bad and me like rubbing their head and being like, you're going to be okay. And they're breathing in my face pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I don't know if I'll ever do that again. You know what I mean? Like, so it definitely affected me. It affected me in large group settings, you know, because I'm always like, oh my God, any illness is being spread right now. It was being spread before,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
So now, you know, I hear somebody coughing and I'm like, is it COVID? Is it going to be the flu? Is it, you know, like.
Oh, that shit kills me. I'm not gonna lie. When I hear like a crazy ass cough, I be like,
I catch myself holding my breath
But
like
the thing
that's
is,
going to
it's
do
like-
anything.
I agree with everything you just said about the whole situation with the quarantine and everything like that. But my job didn't give a fuck. It was like, yo, it's either you come to work or we gonna get somebody else to do this shit. So of course I wanted to keep my job,
Right.
and then you can't quit because then you don't get the unemployment shit. So I
Mhm.
kind of, it's not like I took precautions. Like I was outside with my mask on, my gloves on. Mind you, I'm not really around anybody. I kind of drive my truck alone,
Mhm.
but I'm going to hundreds and hundreds of houses every
Right.
single day.
Mhm.
So it was like you're kind of in the line of fire. You don't know where or when you're gonna run into somebody. And a lot of the people on my route, Wading River, those people would come outside and like kind of try to have a conversation with you, come
Lonely.
get the package.
Those were the
Yeah.
ones
and I'm just like,
anti-mask.
yo,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, can you just allow me to do my job? I'm not trying to like conversate or nothing.
Come
So
back.
I kind of, but that's why I kind of started to put my guard down because like it just became normal. It's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna be cautious, but at the same time, we actually just spoke about this on the way here, Kat. Tainos, everybody,
Yeah.
motherfuckers is outside.
They were outside.
Some people
Listen,
didn't care.
I was in
Yeah,
Tainos with a
outside.
mask.
This
That
is
was
what
my
I'm
first
saying,
time going
though.
to Tainos.
That's
It
what I'm
was-
saying
yeah.
though. People were outside, and, like some people didn't care, but like, is it really not caring, or was it just like we knew that this was gonna end up being like how it is right
I
now?
feel like when the world opened back up and there was a curfew, there was a little bit more lax in the sense of like people were relaxed a little bit more. Because if I told you my process when COVID first hit, like before they even had testing really in the hospitals available and people were running out of PPE gear, like I was stripping. So at the house I lived in at the time was a glass door, right? Just a glass door. Every single fucking neighbor in my neighborhood saw my ass because when I would get to my house, I would
You moon in the
strip
neighborhood.
all of my hospital
That's
clothes
what they told us to
and
do,
put them
though,
in a
yeah.
bag and like
Yeah.
that's why I bought
Yeah,
Crocs to be
Yeah.
able to bleach them and wash them because I've never owned Crocs before, but I was doing that so I could literally dunk them in a thing of bleach and then leave everything and then I would walk directly into the shower because at that time they didn't know how long COVID lived on your hair.
Yeah.
It was just like
It was
the
madness.
shit that we were seeing in the hospital was just so crazy and every day it was something different and it was like, all right, I got to do this now. I was wiping down my groceries in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I was looking at people that weren't, like they were crazy because they didn't know how long it lived on surfaces. And I'm like, so I pick up something in the grocery store and I'm like, nah, I don't like it. You know, I'm not getting this today. I don't feel like cooking this. And I put it back. No, I got fucking COVID. Like I was, you know, I was a little nutty about it, but
Can y'all believe that shit was 3 years ago now? Was it over 3 years now? It was 2021, right?
About
it
to,
started in what, 2019?
Around this time. Oh, it's 2019. So
No,
it's
yeah.
even-
So they traced back a
longer.
bunch of heart issues in Queens and come to find out that it was like results
but I
of
mean,
people
like,
having
actually,
COVID.
I'm talking
We
about
got our
actual,
first
like,
cases in the hospital January 2020.
so it's 2020. So it's 4
Like
years ago.
right on the cusp of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was cases not known that it was COVID because there was
Yeah.
no testing for it in the end of 2019.
Every single bed
But
in
people
our
are still getting
hospital
COVID, though.
was filled
So
by
it
March.
didn't go away.
Yeah, every single bed in the whole hospital had a
Yeah.
person with COVID by March.
Mhm.
God
And
damn.
I'm not exaggerating. We had beds in the hallways. We had it's traumatizing.
I know.
It
So
is.
I
No,
dealt
it
with-
is.
I
I know.
dealt with
No,
is.
I know a lot of
It
girls
is.
I
that were in
dealt
the
with it in a
nurse,
different
traumatizing.
way, but
in the nursing field, and they told me
outside of the
that was the
hospital,
most traumatic shit that they ever
we had
been through.
shipping containers filled with dead bodies in it.
Yeah. No, yeah. If you had to take it, yeah. No, oh my God,
If you
kid,
had
I
a dead
forgot
body,
about that.
And
You had
I
to
had a
walk
lot
it
of them.
outside.
You had to walk it outside and you had
Yeah.
to put it into a shipping container.
Yeah. I actually
Shells.
one of my chains, I got it fixed, but one of my chains were broken by, I'll never forget him. I hope he was okay, because that's the thing about the ER too. Like, I don't know what their story is besides the ER, but he came in, there was no time to medicate him, and he was pretty much drowning. And we had to hold him down and intubate him. And I'll never forget it. He was grabbing at everybody, ripping everybody's PPE. Holy shit.
PPE.
The gear. He was
gear.
ripping the gear off. And he grabbed me like this and ripped my gown and popped my chain. He was freaking out because he couldn't breathe. And oh my God, I remember I called my mom on the way home and I was like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. Like, sobbed on the way home. But I don't think I think sometimes I probably could go to therapy for it. Do you?
A lot of the people at the hospital do.
Because I'm not traumatized in the sense of, like, I can't go back there and do my job. And I think we pushed it down because you just had to keep going. There was no days off. We went from being heroes to then regular day at work. Don't fucking call out. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you have COVID, couple days, no fever, you're back at work. So it was like very up here to then just back to regular day. And I think that a lot of people who experience COVID in that way probably didn't get the help to process it.
Definitely.
They
not.
should administer some help for that. That's fucked up.
We've
You know what I'm
seen
saying?
We have on-call therapists on our floor now. You know who she is? She's the nicest lady in the world. She's been with us since COVID, and I wish I could remember her name, but I can't. But you could call her at any time of day, and she'll talk to you.
I feel like some people can't even imagine. Like, I'm talking, you couldn't change out your gear, and
You have to reuse some of the
you're
PPE. I remember.
You're
I remember
holding
some
your
of my friends
urine.
telling me about
You're
this shit.
holding your urine. I feel like every female in the hospital during that time, not to be TMI, had a UTI
Yeah.
because you were not drinking water, because you could not demask, because everything was COVID, and you couldn't throw out your gear to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I had a few UTIs during that time where I had to get on medication because there was just nothing to do but keep going to work.
I didn't have any UTIs, but I do have scars on my face now permanently from having to wear the mask.
I had wounds on my ears. Like, the top of my ears, I had wounds from wearing the mask.
That's wild.
To make it a lighter note, when there was curfew though, I was lit. Like, when it was at 10 p.m., that was my shit. I would leave work, my main job. I would go out to happy hour, and then I was hitting the strip club every night. It was terrible. But the strip club, to me, closing at 10 p.m., I'd be home in my bed by like 11 o'clock, fine by the next day. Like, I probably lived my best life when there was a 10 p.m. curfew.
I
was drunk by 9.
I
and
loved
in
the
bed.
world being shut down. I'm not gonna lie. I
Sleep by
loved
10.
the world
So
being
did
shut
I.
down.
Abiding by the rules.
So did I. It got to the point where I don't even remember the name of the strip club, but the DJ would be like, "What?" Like, every time I came in, because I would literally work happy hour strip club, work happy hour strip club. It
God
was
damn, that's
crazy.
therapy right
Yeah, yeah. When they opened up the world with the curfew, I was like, "Oh, this is my type of speed." It was perfect.
there. I got a good one. I just picked another one.
Wait, she gave me a card.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'll say.
Is your a good one? Because mine's
It's probably gonna be a quick one too.
good.
Do you think
Ladies
it's
first.
important or pointless to make your bed every day?
Pointless.
Important.
I'm sorry.
Why you say pointless? Nah, because I'm
Yeah.
in between. She said important. You said pointless.
So-
I'm in between because I do it. I have been doing it a lot lately, and it makes my day go a lot better.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
so I feel like I agree with that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it starts your day, your room looks nice. Like, I agree with that. I don't disagree with that. If you talk to my mother, it was one of our biggest arguments. She would be like, "Make your bed," and I'm like, "Why?"
Yeah, I used to.
Like, explain
I
to
gave the
me
most resistance
why.
about.
Because I'm gonna get back in it. So now, as an adult, I don't fucking make my bed. I will, like, so if I go and do like a big cleaning, like today I cleaned, actually I didn't make my bed, but I left in the middle of cleaning. But if I like clean my apartment, I will make my bed just because, like, to me, that's like clean
That's
because
like
I
putting the bow
never
on it.
make my bed.
Yeah.
Never. And I sleep wild. So, like, my blankets are in a pile over there. There's like 13 pillows over here. I'm not doing all that. And the decorative pillows, fuck out of here.
Listen, my life could be a mess,
I'll
but if
never
I
be
make
that
my
girl.
bed,
But that's what I'm saying. To me, like, the room has to
Everything
be
else.
clean. Like, I can't have a pile of laundry and my bed's made and I feel good about myself.
oh, I will. I'm gonna button up that
Hey,
bed.
I'll just say one thing.
If you start
I'm
your
in
bed in the
between-
morning,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
it makes your whole day.
I agree with that. It just, it doesn't do it for me.
I can agree with that because well, both though. I can agree with both because I used to not, like I said, I used to give the most resistance about it. Make your bed. Like,
What is the point?
I used to just do the bullshit, like just throw the blanket, make it shit look like okay, and just breeze out. But it's a mindset thing. Like if you wake up in the morning,
It is.
go brush your teeth, chill, make your bed. When you come home to a made bed, it hits different.
It does.
See, that's where I feel like I disagree.
But then also throughout your day, when you start with making your bed, and it's just like like to start your day, you already accomplished a task. Now you're already
What
and
else
you do
can
the
I
small
do?
exactly. So it's like once you accomplish that one task, it's like yo, how much more can I get done in a day? I swear to God, it happens.
So-
like I know both. Like, I'm saying, I'm a person in
Wait.
between.
So I
It
agree
really
with
does work
everything
like
you
that.
just said, but except for the fact of getting into a made bed. Because number one,
You feel
I
like you want to
tuck.
tell you
no,
what?
I tuck my feet, like I tuck the blankets under my feet. So now
Yeah.
I gotta pull the covers up. I gotta set up all the pillows because I do like a pillow fort thing. Like I gotta set up all the. I'm not doing all that.
So
I
you
get
just-
out and I
and
get
get back
right
in
back
how you
in.
left it.
right. Plus, it's
I can
just
respect
me.
it.
So like, you know what I mean? Like
I still do
other
both,
things
so.
give me that feeling. Like for a while, I was a gym before work. Gym before work for me is top notch. Like I feel so much more productive. I feel like my work output is so much better.
It changes
Like
your day.
it
It does.
changes my day. And then when I can't hit the gym before work, I just feel blah and I feel behind. So what the making of the bed may do for some, the gym does for me. My
Now
bed's still
imagine-
going to be
Imagine
unmade.
Now
gym
imagine
bed.
making your
Oh
bed,
my
then
God.
hitting the
All
The
gym.
gym, and then go to work. Oh my
Imagine
God.
what that would do for you, bro.
That would make
I'm
me
gonna
feel like
do
a
it.
fucking
for a week.
All
millionaire.
right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it for
Try
a
it
week.
for a week,
then
and we
I'm
gonna
gonna
come back
text
and
you
talk
guys
about
and be
it.
like, bullshit.
All three, you might
Bullshit.
feel amazing.
I'm
Because I'll
telling you.
gym, I'll home cook a breakfast. Like to do all
Oh,
that
that's
shit
another
before
one.
work and get to work at 7 a.m. Fire. You can't tell
Fire.
me shit. Making my bed, I'll try it for you guys. I'm gonna be annoyed, but I'll try it. I'll be like, this is a fucking extra step for
7
no
days.
reason.
We just need 7 days.
Listen,
of made
I'm
bed,
competitive
Boogie.
as fuck. That's all you needed to say. You got 7 days.
7 days of a made bed. See what
I'll
happens.
send you a picture every day. All right, so my card that KK gave me was name something that always puts you in a bad mood.
Damn.
Something that always puts me in a bad mood.
It's hard to
Stupidity.
get me in a bad mood. I'm not
Stupidity.
gonna lie.
Stupidity.
It's hard to get me in a
Mm.
bad mood. I try not to let shit affect my mood.
When other people are in a bad mood for no reason, that puts me in
Ooh,
a bad
yeah.
mood.
Oh no, you know what
It
actually
annoys
gets
me to
me?
my
You know
core.
what gets me in a bad
I just
mood?
thought of something too.
Yeah, nah, I just thought of something. You know what gets me in a bad mood is if I'm not in a bad mood and somebody's telling me that I'm in a
Yes.
bad mood.
Oh yeah.
That too.
Mhm.
That shit kills me every time. I'd be like, I'm just chilling. Maybe I might not be as
Vibrant.
as vibrant as I normally would be, but I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be bothered too much. I'm just chilling, whatever the case may be. Oh, why are you in a bad mood? What?
I
Did I
get that.
say
I
it?
get that with.
Did I say anything?
I don't get the bad mood. I get the angry. Are you
Then-
angry? Are you angry? I'm
See?
gonna get angry
When
if
somebody
you keep
tells you,
asking me.
all right, so let me kind of like bring everything that I was saying together. If somebody tells you how you're supposed to be feeling, or
Yeah.
tells you how you're feeling,
Clean it up, Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clean it up.
that's fucking
Circle
crazy.
back. Circle back. Clean it up.
Mine's a simple one. If my clothes get fucking stuck on a doorknob,
Ugh.
when I tell you I want to Hulk out of my clothes, like fuck the top, fuck the sweater, I'm going to rip it. Like I don't know why that sends me, but it fucking sends me. The other
No.
day it happened to me and I was having a shitty day and I don't even know how it happened, but my pantry door whole handle went in my scrub pocket. And I was like, we yanked each other. Like,
Did the scrubs rip?
no, but
Did it pull you?
The door swung open, right, which just missed me. Because if that hit me, that would have been a Snapchat video. Because if anybody follows me on Snap, that would have been a rant. But I literally had to chuckle because I got so angry so quick that I was like, "Don't rip your like." I had a self-talk. Don't rip your scrub top right now. Like, it's not that serious. Just unhand the door. But I just had to stop for a second and take with the doorknob in my pocket. I was like, "Take a second."
I have another
but
one.
that sends me.
Um,
You have another one? Did you go?
yeah.
What was your? Oh yes, when someone
When someone else puts me in a bad mood.
got it.
My other one is stubbing your fucking toe.
Yeah, I literally stubbed
I
my
don't know.
toe 3 times today. I tweaked out.
I don't know
every
if that
single
puts
time.
me in a bad mood. That shit's funny. Like
Hold on.
obviously it hurts.
It
but
didn't
it's
put
like,
me in a bad mood. It just like I was pissed off because I was already outside and it was cold, right? And I'm wearing steel toe boots. And
How the fuck did you stub your
Right.
toe in steel toe
Hold on.
boots?
inside the boot, so it's
The
cold.
momentum.
Yeah, so it's cold and like I don't wear my boots like all the way like choked up and tied up. So I was walking and like I hit the curb and my toe hit the front of my boots and it's steel.
Stunted your growth right there.
Yo,
You got a
when
shorter
I
toe
tell
now.
you, I was pissed. I was literally talking to myself in the truck. I was like, "Fuck!" Like,
No, when you stub your toe, if you stub your toe and it's really bad, I'll be like, motherfucker!
But that puts you in a bad mood.
Yes, so you're
No,
I'm not in a
doesn't put
bad
me in a
mood,
bad
but I was
mood.
just mad. I was mad
That'll
that shit
ruin my
happened.
day if I stub my toe at the wrong time.
I was mad that shit happened.
It's like hitting your ankle on the back of a Razor scooter.
Okay. What about getting toothpaste on an outfit right before you go
Oh,
out?
my, I am the worst
on a
for
black
that.
shirt?
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll
fuck
fuck me
that.
No,
up too.
not a bad mood.
No.
No.
I'm changing the whole
what
fit.
puts you guys in a bad mood?
I'm changing the whole fit.
I laugh at myself a lot. Like I am a person that has like for being 5'9" and a big girl, I have no spatial awareness. So the amount of times I hit corners, the amount of times I bang my legs on tables, hit my arms, hit my head. I hit my head often. It's wild to me. I've been 5'9" since I'm fucking 14. But I laugh at those things. 'Cause I'm always like, you dumb bitch. Like, so like when I stub my toe or hit my knee really hard or knock something over, I'm like, you idiot. And it makes me chuckle because at that point it's like, when are you gonna learn?
You do
You're
have
gonna
a
be
low tolerance for
65.
pain.
You're gonna be 65 fucking knocking your head on shit.
Agreed.
Like,
No,
What?
I can't do it. High tolerance, yeah.
I have
Oh,
a
hi.
I don't realize I have a high tolerance for pain until something happens and then someone else is like, how are you okay? Like even with the appendicitis that I recently had, like the doctor was like, yeah, I don't think it's appendicitis. Like I went so long in so much pain. I couldn't even stand up straight. And I just was like,
You were here, and you're like, yo, I don't
was
feel
here.
well. I'm like,
I
yo,
was here at a pod
She thought
meeting.
she had
I'm like, yeah,
stomach
Boogie
bug.
really don't feel good.
No, I
And then
thought I
you
had
went home-
gas.
Yeah, then you went home, and then we found out the next day. I'm like, what? No way.
Yeah, I was here and I was like, I don't
Soldier.
feel well. And the next day I was
Real
fucking on the
soldier.
operating
It was
table.
not a
I
stomach
got
bug.
another good one.
What?
Let's hear it.
What's your favorite form of potatoes? Yeah, that one was.
I
that
thought
was
I
good.
thought he was saying, what's your favorite
What's
porn
your
star?
favorite?
I was like, what?
My bad. I started a little bit. What is your favorite form of potatoes?
We did this one.
French fries.
Mashed potato.
Ooh, those are both good ones, but I'm gonna go with home fries.
Okay.
Oh, wow. All of us having different answers.
Marvin had a different answer too.
I don't remember Marvin's
I
answer.
feel like it was baked potato or some shit.
That's
Dry.
good
It just
Yeah,
said baked
dry.
potato. Just, like I'll eat a baked potato, but when I hear baked potato, I'm just like dry,
Unless it has like the fixings on it.
dry. My brain is strange. I don't know what to tell
What,
anybody.
question from the viewer?
Oh, that's a good one. I'd have to think about that.
too. Has a movie ever made you cry?
Yeah.
What movie?
Oh, what movie have that boo?
Marley and Me.
I refuse to watch
Oh,
that movie.
Someone in the comments said waffle fries. Waffle fries are fucking good.
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
refuse to watch Marley and Me because I know that's gonna send me. I don't know how
Oh
you
my
did it.
God.
Do you know what Marley and Me is?
It's about dogs.
I never saw
Dog.
it.
It's about like a dog dying.
That sounds very sad.
No, but like the
But
best
I'm not a dog
friend-
person, so I wouldn't really
Oh.
be too sad about
Yeah,
that.
then
Like
you
that's
wouldn't
as
be that
fucked up as
sad.
that sound. I'm just like, I just never had a dog because my
Fuck
mom
that
hates
dog.
Oh,
dogs.
I just watched a movie recently that made me tear up. Like tears popped out of the eyes. Not boohoo. Sound of Freedom. It's about child sex trafficking.
Oh, I never got to see that. Some lady told me I was literally sitting at the
Yeah.
where was I? I was sitting at a bar, and it was actually by Island 16, and the lady just left, and her and her husband just left. And she's like, "You guys need to go see this movie."
Yeah,
I was
like
all right.
I had the tear. You know when they just slowly bubble up and then fall out? That's what
Yeah.
I had going on.
Boy in the striped pajamas always makes me cry.
I never seen that.
Oh my god, that shit.
I haven't seen any of these movies.
That shit'll get you right in the fucking heart, right in the heart with a harpoon.
Has a movie ever made you cry?
Not that I could
Have
think
you ever
of.
cried?
He's like Harlem Nights.
You shot me in my pinky toe. I can't really think of like anything really that crazy. That
Do you
made me,
cry?
like, cry?
Do you cry?
Or you hold
Do
it
I
in?
cry? Yeah.
Will you
Why would I
hold
not
it?
cry? Huh?
Or you would like
For a
cry?
the thing is, for a movie, I don't think that would, like, real life shit. Yeah, I would. I get emotional about shit, but like a movie is not really gonna be like pull out like any real life emotions out of me. I don't think.
Wow.
You
It's
hear
weird.
that? He's waiting for something good.
I guess so. I probably haven't seen the right movie yet. Like
He's waiting.
Let me
I
see
seen
some
the
cards.
I seen the Titanic and all that. All right, I got one more.
You, wait, the
I got one
audience
more. I
has
got
a
one more.
question.
Oh, you got
Oh,
one?
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
When you're sleeping, the TV on or off?
On.
On.
On, but here's the trick. On, but the
But
volume
silent.
at like a 2, so it's just enough for my brain to say, hey, what's going on over there and not overthink before I go to sleep. If the volume's too loud, I can't sleep. It's
Listen,
got to be
so-
just enough.
This is why.
That's
I can
serial
fall
killer
asleep with
shit.
the TV
On while my eyes are open, and I have to shut it off right before I full.
So I have a
Right before
timer.
fully-
I have a
See?
timer. Mine will
See,
turn
just
off.
like how she said right before she falls. I fall asleep fast as fuck. So
Serial
if
killer
the
shit.
TV's on, it's just gonna be on because I'm not gonna be able to turn it off. But if it's off and I'm like tired, I could fall asleep in the dark like
Nah.
without no TV. But
Are
like,
you afraid of the dark?
yeah, I still sleep with a night.
Oh.
That is my nightlight, the
Lenny.
TV.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Am I afraid of the dark, bro? Come on.
Lenny.
So like on, and if I get up to pee, so my TV's on like energy saver mode or sleep timer, so it'll cut off. If I get up to pee and I get back in the bed and it's not an immediate like back out cold for me, I'm putting the TV back on. I don't know where that comes
I'm
from.
putting the TV back on.
Was it Southern?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
when I,
putting
you
the
know when
TV back on.
you know when I drink, the Southern comes out. I'm not
I'm
from the
putting the
South.
TV back on.
Katie and I do Southern accents.
I'm putting the TV back on.
Right back on.
I'm old now. I could listen to some
What?
like some rain, like a sound music.
That
player.
shit, those things annoy me so bad.
That'll
Do you know how
get
many
me right in
times
the mood.
I've gone for a massage and I'm like, can you turn this off?
Oh.
It's fucking with my head. Can
That's
you turn
because
it
you're
off?
on the spectrum. Remember?
Maybe.
That's part of the test.
Is
Oh,
it?
now
Yeah.
since you're speaking of tests, I gotta go right here. That's so funny. Right on cue. Oh God. Have you ever cheated on a test? If so, why and what test?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Sure
why and
did.
how. Yeah, hell yeah.
Sure did.
I got a crazy story about me cheating
Hopefully
on
no
a
one's
test.
watching. No teachers are
I got
watching.
a crazy story.
I have a really good memory. So like if I'm trying to memorize something, like I can study a phone number and have it. So it was a college test. And I had what I thought was going to be the answers or was going to be on the test, like written in a note in my phone.
Mhm.
So I would like excuse myself to go to the bathroom, and then I was like Rain Man in the fucking stall, thinking of all the questions I just read on the test, and then plucking them from the notes
From the
that I
notes,
wrote,
yeah.
and then I went back. So that's technically cheating. Have you ever blatantly like looked at someone's paper? No, because
Oh, I
I'm
could
probably
one up you right
I'm
now.
smarter than you. I,
I use my
guarantee.
Apple Watch.
Huh?
I use my Apple Watch. I'll pretend I'll just leave it
That's
here.
a good one.
I send all of my notes to myself on the watch.
I didn't have an Apple Watch when I was in college.
I saw some shit online that people were like literally writing all the answers on the inside of a water bottle, and they would just
Oh,
turn
like the
water,
label?
like on the inside of the label, and they were like
That's
a
smart,
cheat
and I'm
sheet.
gonna use that.
right. So I got an even better one, right? So actually, this is like beyond cheating. I don't even know how I got away with this shit, right? So I was in like this college math class, and like I was decent in the class, but like when it came to the test, I was just not that good. Like I would be one of the people to answer in class and all that shit.
So
But
you're
there
not
was
a
this
good
girl-
test taker.
No, I am though. Just with this math class, for whatever reason, it was like this algebra class. I just was not doing good on the test, and I was like, I need to pass this test. So in college, they got these blue books, right? You guys familiar with blue books?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right? So blue books is like what you take your test in. So like you write all your answers in there. They have the test, and you write all the answers inside the blue book. So this other class that I had given me a blue book, but we didn't use it. So we just had I just had a blue book, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna need this one day for whatever reason. So we had this math test coming up, and I knew what day it was, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to class that day. I'm gonna just call out sick, like not call out sick, but like I'm gonna email my teacher and tell him I can't make it, whatever. He's like, all right, cool, you could just make the test up another day. So he wasn't that bright, I guess, because
So you got the test from somebody else,
right. So there was
I
another
already
girl.
knew where it was going.
There was another girl in my class that was like ridiculous, like with the algebra shit. So she had got like a really high score on the test, and she got back her final test with all the revisions and shit, like with the 100, like literally, like she got like a 96. The question that she got wrong got fixed or whatever the case may be. So I had all the answers.
That's
took
suspect,
the book.
though. You can't do that.
Look,
You got to get one wrong
I
on
went
purpose.
to the test with the blue book done
And swapped it out?
and just kept the other blue book and gave him
Yeah,
the
but
one
what
that I
did
filled
you
out
give
already.
yourself?
I didn't score that high.
I was going to say, yeah, you
I
can't.
wasn't gonna make it obvious.
Yeah, you make
So
it
I
hot
didn't do,
like
but
that.
I passed the test though. But I went to the test with the test.
And he didn't say anything.
He didn't fucking know.
Good for you.
Maybe the lab book.
What?
The lab book.
Yeah, I did the same thing with the lab book. So she took the class I took the year before, and she gave me her lab book. So she had the whole thing completed.
Yeah,
I came in, and just whenever the teacher would come around, I'd cover it.
that's
But the
funny.
whole entire thing was done, so I didn't have to do any labs.
But who you know went to a test with the test done? I finessed that shit.
Good for you, Lenny.
Let me see your card. These new?
What?
Oh shit.
Ooh, here's a good one.
What's the
Wait.
biggest,
Oh, go ahead.
the biggest lie you've ever told?
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I really have to
Damn.
think about that.
Ah!
What's the biggest lie I ever
Biggest
told?
lie.
I love you.
Oh shit.
Ah.
Sorry for you, Bucko.
Yeah. Sorry, pal, whoever you are.
Yo.
Fucking done.
What a way to figure that out. God damn.
That's weak.
I try not to lie. That's the thing. Cause I don't like liars, so I'd rather just tell the truth, like regardless if like it's gonna hurt somebody's feelings or not or whatever.
The biggest lie I've ever told.
But
I don't know the biggest one, but I know a couple of funny ones.
I got caught in a lie one time. I told my mom that I was going to school and I didn't go to school. I went to a sneaker release and she caught me. I swear to God on everything I love. That's probably the biggest one because I got in trouble for that really badly. I ain't gonna lie. I was still in like 10th grade.
I've made a couple of fake beds in my day and snuck out and like walked to my friends' houses and stuff like that and stolen my parents' cars a couple times.
You stole
And
your
then-
parents' car.
Like lied and said I didn't. I know, and then the car ended up breaking down. So let me paint the picture.
Damn.
I took my parents' car in the middle of the night, and I go to this house party in Ridge. Me and Deanna. Shout out to Deanna. And like we're at this house party, and then while it's there, it died because it had like it had just had a bad battery, and then I don't know what to do, but I knew my brother's friend from Shirley, like his dad owned a towing company. So I called him in the middle of the night crying, the dad. And he got up from his bed and he came to get me.
Start it up?
He came and towed my car all the way to my parents' driveway. They never knew. And they woke up the next day and my dad came. I waited. I was in my room waiting for them, like thinking I was going to get caught somehow. I was waiting in my room like, oh my God, they're going to find out. But I had him perfectly pull it into the driveway. So, and they didn't wake up. So then I was in my room waiting like, oh my God, like they're going to fucking find out. They're going to find out. And then I'm waiting for them to wake up to go out to the car. And my dad goes out to the car and he's like, damn. He comes in and he's tight. And I'm like, oh, what happened? He's like, fucking battery died in the car. I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's nuts. And then, like, I
That's
think I told
wild.
him years later, like, it was me. Like, I told him the whole story, I think. I don't know.
I have one. Ready?
ahead.
Describe the person to your right in one word.
Denim.
Flea. That's a
Okay.
word we use.
I guess so.
You're flea.
Appreciate it.
Oh, do you
Thank
not like
you.
that word?
No, I said denim. That's why I was weak.
Oh
at it.
no, that's me, Kenny.
Huh?
This
You're-
is a
you have to
circle.
do
This is
her.
a circle jerk.
You said to my right. There's nobody there.
All
Yeah,
right,
well, it's a
fine.
circle.
Skip me.
Very
Kenny,
nice and skinny and green.
I'm gonna say.
I like your boots a lot.
Thank you, but that's not describing me in one word.
Oh, describe
That's just
it.
a
She said
compliment.
flea.
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
said
So
that.
I'm.
Put it in my pocket.
What do I like?
I would
I like your
say I'm between two, but I feel like if I say one, it's not enough. So I would say loving,
Oh.
because there's a lot of things that
Oh,
fall
I didn't
under
know
that.
we was going like that. I didn't know we was doing.
Me
all that.
neither.
Because I was between loving and funny, but I don't want to just say funny because
Boogie
then
was
it
feeling
leaves so
heartfelt
much
today.
else out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're well rounded.
Yeah.
So can I get a redo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to
Boogie
come up
got a
with you
big
now.
heart.
Oh, I thought you meant for you.
She's loving too.
You stole my answer.
Yeah.
Kenny, you're mysterious.
Why is that?
You don't get to ask.
If I
You
did
can't
that-
say some shit like that. I'm not gonna ask about it.
I would say Kenny's peaceful. Like he makes me feel calm when
You're
I'm around
serene.
him. No, I'm serious. Like he just has a very like calm
Calm vibe.
vibe, and it's weird because I'm such an overthinker, and I'm always like on a level 10. That being around Kenny, it's like calming. You need to be the music that plays when I get massages.
You're
You
like
guys
a-
didn't hear the music that played when I walked in the room?
You're like a cup of
No, I
lavender.
didn't hear it. Yes, that is a great example.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say, Cass?
I said you're like a cup of lavender.
Oh yeah.
I said it better than how it. Now lavender.
Oh, here's a good one. What makes someone a good friend?
We did this one.
I don't remember.
Not now.
Someone
not
that's
today.
there all the time, regardless
it
of the
with
fact if you
Marvin,
need
remember?
something. Oh, you gonna just skip over my answer?
Go ahead.
Someone that's there all the time, that regardless if you need something or you don't need something, they gonna, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody you can call and like you can always like, even if it's just like, even if they need something sometime too, like, you know what I'm saying? But like it's like a good balance between the two that kind of makes it a good friendship. But like, it's just like, it's hard to explain a good friend.
A good friend to me.
Cause like somebody
Say
that would,
a good friend to me and then go.
Like a Jeopardy answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
but the
What
thing is
is-
like, the thing is, oh damn.
what is a good friend to you? In 2 words or less.
I got my answer.
2 words
Me
or less
too.
is 2 words or less is hard.
I got
Exactly,
mine.
but it's easier than what you can't get the other one.
What other one?
The other words.
The other words. You said I wanted the words.
No, I said a lot, but I was just saying like, what the fuck?
Why is my booty vibrating?
My phone's right.
Mine's accountability.
This is a good friend right here.
Mine's accountability. I need a friend that will hold me accountable and be okay with me holding them accountable. I don't need a yes man. I don't need a yes woman. I don't need anybody to add to the delusional shit that I may say. I need someone that is going to ground me. So accountability.
I respect that.
Mine would have to be
Consistent. For me.
Oh, you were reading my mind, Kenny?
Nah, because you said 2 words or less. I was sitting here thinking about words
Yeah,
for a
you
long
cut
time.
me off.
Sorry.
I need a new bat.
1, 2, 3.
Look at me.
Sorry.
So Kenny's is consistency. Mine's
Yeah.
accountability. What's your word?
Non-judgmental and outgoing. And weird. That's what we did this, I think, once before, but
I have a question. You've
Not
been my friend for a
judgmental
really
and
long
weird.
time. I've been called judgmental, and one of your qualities of a good friend is non-judgmental. Do you feel like I'm judgmental?
no.
But that's what I was trying to say about friends. Sometimes you have friends that aren't really your cup of tea, but they're still your friend because that's your friend.
Yeah, I don't want that.
As weird as
No.
that
I don't
sounds.
want that.
No.
No. I'm not. As weird as it sounds, it's like, yeah, you guys just when I say that's your friend, I mean like you guys balance each other out, because I have friends that are the exact opposite of me, like completely. Like I wouldn't really hang out with you.
Yes, I get
but
that.
but somehow we balance each other out and like we hang out. Like not all
I
the
get
time. Not all the
opposites
time. I have
attracting.
friends that I haven't seen in years, but when we see each other, it's like we're not hanging out. As crazy as that sounds.
I don't have
But-
friends like that. I don't have friends that like we don't talk for months or years and then we pick right back up. I understand that that's healthy to some people, but for me, if I'm but I put a lot of weight in the term of friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't call
As it
everybody
should be.
my friend.
As it should be.
You know, like I meet people through people and I'm like, oh, that's Kenny's friend. Oh, that's Katie's friend. You know what I mean? Like until you and I have a moment where something transpires that I feel like now you're in the friend level, you're an acquaintance. Because for me, in my head, I need to be able to count on my friends. And it might be in all different ways. You know what I mean? Like my friend Yenny might be the one who actually shows up physically. Katie might be the one who shows up physically, mentally for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, but they all contribute. So therefore I call them my friend. So I can't do that. I don't talk to you for a couple months and then we just pick up where we left off because you don't know what's going on in my life. You don't know how I've been. I don't know how you've been. Like, I know I'm weird and I'm different in that. And I know it seems like it could be considered lonely because I really only have a few friends that I call my friends. But it's not. I feel safe and I feel secure and that's my tribe. I've always called my friends my tribe. And that's enough for me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't need to have 20 friends.
Yeah.
I like having more than one friend.
Yeah, you've always been different friend groups, a bunch of people. Like, that's always been your vibe.
I love that. I like.
It's
catching
funny
up
that
with
we
people
work so
after,
well because we're so different in that sense.
I like catching up. I'm the opposite of everything you just said.
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
like
funny
having-
that we're friends.
I like having multiple friends because I have a lot of different personalities. I need to have more than one stimulant in my life. And all of my friends serve a different purpose to me.
How do I stimulate you?
I feel like you're a
Silence is
voice of
deafening.
reason.
Huh?
You're like a voice of reason,
Okay.
but you're also funny.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
goofy.
I feel like you and I are both empaths.
Yeah.
So we feel on a deeper level than maybe some other people feel. Like, it's wild to me. I could be having a bet. Like, she hit me up one day, and I had a terrible day. I don't even remember. Do you remember when you asked me if I cried that day?
I knew you did.
I cried that day. I was just having a day. When was
What?
it? Yeah, and
do.
she hit me up, and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, true Leo shit, Leo things. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. What's up? And she was like, no, like I had a dream that you were crying. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. No, you didn't. And she's like, no, I dream about you often. She's like, are you okay? Like, Katie checks me in that sense. Because if you ask me if I'm good, I'm going to tell you I'm good 99% of the
I
time.
hate that.
And it's not even like not wanting to be a vulnerable thing. But in my head, if I'm not good, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's me. It's my world. It's my problems. Like, misery does not love company. I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? So if like I'm not good, what am I going to do? I'm going to tell you I'm not good. And then what's going to progress from there? What's the fucking game plan that you're going to make my world good now? So if you say you're good, I'm going to tell you I'm good 99% of the time. My friends, like the people that I call my friends, know when I'm lying. And that's why I call them my friends.
We finna talk about it, girl.
I got a good one.
Let's hear it.
The family put you in charge of burying a time capsule. What would go in it first? Or what would go in it?
Our home videos.
Boogie?
I don't know, because my mom is very different in the sense of my mom will keep shit, and my sister and I throw everything out. Is that terrible? We're like a drawing from third grade. What is this? You know what I mean? Like when we my mom sold her house and we had to pack up all her shit and and it was regular shit. So she had like, you know, our hair clippings from our first haircut, like shit that parents do. My
Holy
sister
shit.
and I were looking at it and we were like, will she notice if it's missing? Because we were
You
like,
threw it
Yeah,
out.
she's got to notice if it's missing.
You threw out your
I'm
first
not
My
haircut?
the
mom
mu-
does the same
I
thing, and I
did-
used to think it was
Mom?
just her.
Mom, I did not throw out any of your things.
She fucking threw it out.
I did not throw out any of your things because you're going to spiral her. I did not throw out any of your things. But a lot of the shit we saw, my sister and I were like, why? Like, you know, we were looking at things and it was like, does this evoke any feeling for you? And she'd be like, no. And she'd be like, does it do anything for you? And I'm like, no. And she's like, what is mom going to do with this? Give it back to us when we have kids? I feel nothing now.
That's just because you guys didn't have kids yet.
Yo.
So when I have kids, I'm gonna feel a different type of way of a picture I drew in 3rd grade. No.
of your kids' stuff.
No, I'm gonna hang my kids' stuff on the fridge for
It's
1
different.
week, and then I'm gonna throw it out because
Why
they're
not?
fucking not gonna notice.
Because if your kid is like 10 years old and you find something of them
I am
when they were
not
1 year
keeping
old,
the umbilical cord that falls
oh
off.
my God,
Okay,
no. People are eating it now.
I'm not.
What the fuck?
They are. They're making it into pills.
I'm not keeping any teeth. Like I'm just.
Yo.
I'm
What?
not. There's other
My mom
memories that can be
you
created.
keep going on the list of all the things that my mom got, son.
You know why?
Shout out to
Because,
her, though.
Kenny, but think about it. So you get married, whatever, right? You're starting a family. Your mom comes with a beautiful time capsule box.
Yeah.
And it's got your first haircut, your dried up umbilical cord, your baby teeth, a drawing of you don't know what the fuck when you were a kid. And she hands you the box all proud. What are you doing with the box, Kenny?
I'm going to keep it because she kept it for all this time.
Me too.
So that's the only
how you
reason.
know-
But
I'm
that's the
just
only
saying.
reason.
Yeah, of
it doesn't
course.
evoke
With
anything.
loyalty to Mom Dukes because she held it down for that long, but at the same time, it's like I don't know how I feel about keeping things because I don't like clutter and shit like that, so I try to get rid of shit.
So
But like, there's a lot of times like I had like school projects and shit like that, and like I wrote a letter to my mom or I wrote a letter to my sister or some shit like that, and sometimes I'll go in the crib and my mom will just like leave it. And I like find it and I read it. I'm like, oh shit. And she's like, oh yeah, you wrote me this. What happened to that? Like,
So-
like if I'm doing some
love that.
bullshit.
So wait, so
She'll
the
be
two
like,
of you.
oh, so you wrote this in your letter. What happened to that?
So
I'm
the
like,
two of you, when
oh.
you guys have kids and your kid comes home every fucking week with a new picture, you're keeping all those pictures.
I'm gonna keep
I'm gonna
them.
have to do it because my mom did it. That's the only
Hell
reason
yeah,
why.
I'm gonna keep them.
I'm
My
gonna
mom
have to
kept
do it.
every single one. She has them in a folder with all of my files.
With all my
Okay.
files.
She does. She has like a file for
Yo.
each kid with the funniest stuff.
You know what I'm
all
gonna
my
do?
probation
My
stuff
mom
is
got
in
all
there,
my art
everything.
projects from like
Yes.
elementary
So
school.
here's the
shit.
difference. So
She's-
you
I
guys are
don't know.
keeping that, right? For me, if I have a kid, I already know what I'm doing. I'm starting an email account. I read this somewhere.
Oh, I'm gonna do
And
that too.
every monumental moment, so you came home, you drew a piece of artwork, and you just thought it was the bomb. I'm emailing you. And on your 18th birthday, I'm giving you the password and the email. And you could go through all the memories and you'll have it forever. My
Yeah.
basement is not going to be cluttered with shit. Like, you could have all the memories. You can have how I felt, how you felt, how the day went, all of that. But keeping tattered paper
You never know.
of a triangle
but the
person,
only thing I could
I'm
say-
just not doing it.
only
You
thing I
never
could
know.
say-
It can have the same feeling as if you have.
So if I have a
clothes in your
kid, we'll
closet,
redo a pod and
and you
you'll
don't
ask
wanna
me if
throw
I'm
away the
keeping the
clothes.
umbilical cord
Well,
and the
peep
dirty
this.
diapers.
But
But
peep
it's
this.
gonna be the same thing. You have all those shoes and clothes in your closet. You won't get rid of them.
I'm waiting for her to come over and go through my closet and
No,
get rid
it
of all
don't
the
matter.
shit.
What if she wasn't here?
I'm ready
it's
to
gonna
throw
be
it
the same
out.
shit for when you have a kid.
Hey, but peep this. Look, so the brain moves a mile a minute, right? Everybody. So like you forget. Like you remember. You ever had a situation when you were trying to think about something and you had a memory of something like you kind of remember, but you just can't remember it completely. You know what I'm saying? So keeping shit like that, like certain times, my mom will like pull out some of the artwork I did when I was in like elementary school and shit like that,
Comes right
and
back.
the shit comes right back. Like
Mhm.
I remember sitting in class, what my teacher looked at that like that day, my classmates that were around me, I might remember their name and shit like that. This shit really is a real thing.
Mhm.
So that's the only reason why I can kind of respect it of like keeping this shit like that.
Well, you just
Or
broke it down
holding-
for me because now that I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it, I've
It's
blocked
it's
a
like
lot of
it's
my
either like-
childhood out. So when I see these things, it evokes nothing from me because I don't remember shit. Like, I cannot name you one single teacher I had.
I can't remember my teachers' names, but I guarantee you, if I went back and looked at my artwork and shit like that, or something that I did at that time, it might start to bring back some memories or like old yearbooks. And I wasn't really big on yearbooks. Like my senior year, I didn't even get a yearbook. I didn't really care too much about it. But like, I had one from middle school. I had one from elementary school. When I flip through that shit and I see some of this shit, I'm like, damn, oh, that was my homie. Da, da, da. I couldn't remember their name, but I always remember their face. I'm
Yeah.
good with faces. I'm terrible with names.
So hearing
So
the
it's
two of
like-
you speak of it makes me think that,
It's for a reason. They do that shit for a reason.
no, like, it makes me think that you guys had good childhoods. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, someone
Not
who may have
necessarily,
not
though.
had a great child, like, I had a not good childhood. So a lot of shit was blocked out for me. So, like I said, when I see these things, like, it evokes nothing out of me and I can't remember shit. But it's nice to hear that you could put faces to the classroom, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it just makes me think like, oh, that's why I can't. And
Mhm.
now that you said your story, I'm
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, that's why my sister and I were like, throw it out.
Yeah.
Because it holds nothing for us. It
Yeah.
has no weight behind it whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It is sad.
But someone with a traumatizing childhood will
But that just
vouch
means
for
you're
me.
gonna break the.
Hey, my childhood wasn't all fucking
You're
sunshine
gonna
and
change
rainbows.
your child for your child.
Oh yeah, I'm all about breaking generational curses.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Yo.
What's the funniest video in your phone? I already know what it is.
So someone sent me a
Funniest
video
video on
of
phone.
I was at my assistant's baby shower. Did I ever send it to you? I don't even know who it came from because I can't remember. it's like the camera's here in my face and I'm doing this. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but I have that.
That's not the funniest one.
I have a funnier one.
It's the toe one. The girl sucking your toe.
I forgot it. I have a video of a 70-year-old sucking my toes at a restaurant.
Wow.
My
How
foot was
hell
on
does
the
that even
table.
happen?
How did you remember that?
Because it's funny.
My foot was on the table. It was when outside dining was a big thing. People are packed around us. And there is a 70-year-old sucking my toes. You're absolutely fucking right. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
This is a complete
Silence.
shift right here. Nah, it's a complete shift right here. I had to take a second to read this one. What qualities do you admire most in your parents?
Mm.
So we were on the parents topic before.
I don't have one for my biological father. For my stepfather, I really admire the fact that he open-armed me. Like, he started dating my mother and I was 7, and a picture of me went on his desk, and people would be like, "Oh, Eddie, we didn't know you had kids." And he'd be like, "Yeah, that's my daughter, Lauren." Like, there was never, "That's my wife's daughter." That's never. He never even called me a stepdaughter.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called, but I admire the shit out of that. We had talked about it on another pod, but that's who I lost in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
My mother is by far has to be her strength. My mom's disabled. She has junior rheumatoid arthritis. She was diagnosed at 9. She was independent for most of my life, and then something happened and it progressed her disease. And people who have that disease, if anybody is aware of it, live on pain meds and medications and IV drugs and just live in a cloud. And my mom takes nothing.
Wow.
I don't know if it's helping her disease. I don't know if
And
it's
she's
not.
the light in the room. I got a chance to meet her.
Oh, I forgot
during
you
the
met
holiday.
her.
Yeah, I got a chance to meet her. She
Yeah,
was the light in the room.
Yeah, so
We was playing dominoes.
yeah.
Shit.
My mom does not let her disease define her or her handicap define her. We struggle on family level things, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I know things, especially getting to healthcare field, that, I tell her maybe when I was younger and wasn't aware, like, it would be fighting and anger and frustration. And now that I'm older and understand it, I'm like, oh, you're scared, you're nervous, you're frustrated with us. Like, I cannot imagine having use of your whole mind and not having use of your whole body.
Mm-hmm.
So her strength, I would absolutely say.
For me, I'm going to say, for my mom at least, resilience. Because
That's a good word.
she had every reason not to be what she was for me and my sister. You know what I mean? Like, all odds against you. You know what I'm saying? She's like, nah, it's me and my kids now. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. And it kind of like gravitated to my life a little bit because it's like, no matter, like, you gotta say I'm a cool, chill, like, oh, like, I'm calm and shit like that. It kind of comes from her a little bit. She's a little bit like,
Give her
she's
flowers. Don't say a little bit.
Nah, I'm gonna give her her flowers, but I'm gonna talk the real.
Flowers.
I'm gonna give her her flowers for real. But I think I might be like, I mean, I get it from her in flashes because like, my sister's a Libra. She's a Virgo, I think. September 6th.
September 6th?
Yeah, it's Virgo, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so she gets a little irate with certain
My
things.
mom,
Like
my mom's a Virgo.
yeah, so she gets a little irate with certain things, but she's still cool, calm, and collected when it comes to everything else. Like at the end of the day, it's all out of love. But like, yeah, I think her resilience kind of like,
I love that word.
yeah,
That's
like
a good
that
word.
word, too.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
I can't change my word because strength is really the thing, but I
Yeah.
feel like your word is
Yeah,
trumps
nah.
my word.
It's a good word.
I had to think of a better word for strength,
Yeah.
but go ahead, Katie.
Read me the question again.
What qualities do you admire most in your parents?
I love both of my parents' personalities. They are so fucking funny. They're so nice.
They really are.
They're so caring. You could put them in any group of room with any group, any room with any group of people, and they're gonna make friends. My mom could make friends with anyone. She could talk her way out of anyone. She was literally like God gave her the talk. Like literally, like she could talk her way to a ticket out of anything. And in like an active shooter situation, she's talking the gunman down. She's crying her way out. She's bringing up stories. She's making stories up on the fly. I would give my like everything. Their energy, like they're so loving and caring and funny, and they're just really good people.
Have you ever met Katie's mom, Kenny?
No, I haven't.
Katie's mom has this weird, like, the only way I could describe it is you feel like you're being heard.
Yeah,
Like, she listens so intently that it makes you want to, like, share with her. I don't know how to describe
it's
it
like
because
a fucking.
I'm not a
sickness.
sharer, but every time Katie and I's, like, Katie's mom and me get together, Katie usually wanders off because we are so elbow deep in shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just talking. And I love the fact that your mom also shares with me because your mom actually does have conversations with me and ask my opinion, which makes me feel special. She may do it to all of Katie's friends. I don't know. But in that moment, I'm like, wow, she wants to hear my feedback. She takes my feedback. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a different feeling to have with someone of, you know, a parental age, you know, because usually it's like, oh, hi, Mrs. whatever, you know, but
She's the queen of the heart to heart.
yeah, every time around Katie's mom, it ends up in a heart to heart. Anytime around Katie's dad, it's fucking jokes.
Yeah,
Like him and I can't be serious with each other.
he's
It's
so
funny,
very
so.
funny. It's very funny.
He's so.
But your
funny.
dad, if I had to describe your dad, it would be loving in his own way. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's probably, you get both from them. You're a great listener, so you probably get that from your mom. But like Katie's dad is so fucking funny. But you always feel like if I had a picture what a
Comfortable.
dad felt like, you know, and nothing against my stepfather, but my stepfather he wasn't brought up very loving and affectionate, so I didn't really get that from him. But
It was like tough love. in a
not
way.
tough love. He was very like,
This is what
he
it is, and
never
that's it.
yelled at me. He never disciplined me outside of my mother. So, you know, he was there. What I got from him is stability. That's the best way I could describe it. Because, you know, my childhood and my dad, my biological father and I got to a point and he did one of these with me, which kind of blew my mind because I'm your firstborn. You know what I mean? Like, but when he had another kid, it was easier for him to just, you know. So from Ed, I got stability, which was nice because I never felt like I had that before. I had it from my mom, but I never had it from a man in my life. But when I go around Katie's dad, to me, if I like had to describe what having a father figure would feel like, it would probably be that. It would be like he just gives that dad feeling. Like I used to take care of Katie's grandmother and he would be there sometimes and we would just all be hanging out. And I'm like, oh, it sounds sad, but I'd be like, this is what it's like to have a dad. You know what I mean? Like it just was that kind of vibe. Like he gives dad vibes.
Yeah.
I love
Big
your
dad.
parents.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you guys and shout out to my mom and Kenny's mom.
Yeah, now shout out to all the parents. For
We
real,
were
that
raised by
everything.
some good ones. Not all the
yeah.
parents. Not
We
all.
are. We
So-
are.
So the parents might not like this one, but have you ever gotten lost? Where were you and what happened?
Sure did.
What happened?
I was in Bayside Mall, if anybody knows Florida. It's a huge mall. It's like all Floridian malls are like outside. You walk to the stores, it's like a Tanger vibe, but it's floors of it. I had to pee. I was young. My cousin was taking me to Hooters to pee, and some guy tried to holler at her, and she stopped and talked. And in my head, I had to pee, so I walked off to Hooters and I peed. And when I came back to the spot she was talking to the guy, she was gone. But it was probably because she realized I walked off and she panicked.
And started walking around.
So I was lost in this huge ass mall. Like, I'm talking, it's huge. Like, not your regular mall. And I guess my mom did enough teaching or whatever the case may be, and I ended up going to the front entrance of the mall and found security and waited there. And they found my mom. But I don't remember. I gotta be honest with you. I don't remember being scared. If that's the crazy part, like I don't remember. Like I'm not traumatized. Like I don't remember fear behind it. I just remember like at that initial moment being like, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? Like
no one's here.
No one's here. And in my head, I was like, how did you leave me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, wait, what is going on right now? And then I clicked into like, all right, like I got to figure this out type shit. And I was young. I was like, I want to say under 10, like 7, 8. And then, you know, I made my way to the front and then I was reunited and my mom was hysterical and I was just like, I had to pee. You know what I mean? Like that was my answer. I had to pee.
I got lost a couple of times, and
I could see that you're a wanderer.
When
Katie gets drunk, when Katie
a
gets drunk to this day, she wanders and she gets lost.
But I don't get lost. I wander for a reason. I just wander to wander. When I was younger, I was.
You're lost to me.
Yeah.
See?
I'm lost.
See, I'm
To me,
glad you
I'm
just
not
said that.
lost.
You're lost to me.
But I was lost in a Kohl's once for mad long, like because I used to like dive in and out of the racks, the clothing racks. But I was gone. I was like, fuck, my mom's gone. I was thinking in my head, like, she's going to be tight. But I wasn't scared. And then after 45 minutes, I was like, fuck. Like,
This is a long time.
My mom's scared.
Kohl's is not that big.
I know. And I was looking everywhere for her. I was like, holy shit, like, where the fuck is this bitch?
Did you have her page?
No, but I ended up running into Melissa's mom in the Kohl's. And I saw her, and I came up to her. And when I saw her, I started crying. But it was like an hour and a half later. I was like, my mom was gone for a while. And, like, we must have been on opposite, like just going in circles. Because I didn't stay
Were you still
still.
diving in and out of the racks?
Basically.
No, she was panicking at that point. She was just circling.
That's why she couldn't find you.
I didn't stay in one spot until the end, and then like someone found me.
Yeah. I've gotten lost before. Well, I didn't know I was lost at the time. Me and my cousin, like it's funny that we were around the same age, like 7, 8, maybe 9, and we had an amusement park. I think it was Donny Park. And
oh, you got lost in an amusement park?
yeah, so
That's
so
a lot.
our parents said, yo, you guys could go on this ride, whatever the case may be. So we went on, we got off, and like our attention span is mad short. So as we're on the ride, we're like, yo, we're gonna go over there next. So we got off and just ran
went to
over
the other
there.
ride.
So they're waiting for us to get off the ride.
You was on another
We're
one.
having a ball. We're going here. We going over there, and we don't even know we're lost at the time. And then we like at one point, my cousin just like looked up and was like, yo. Where'd my mom go? I'm like, where'd my mom go? I don't know. Fuck it. So we just kept going on rides. So then after a while, then my cousin's like, yo, bro, not for real. Like,
where's our moms?
Yeah. They're going all over the place looking for us. So we just went back to where we originally was at. And then but the thing is like, it was weird because like, it's 2 different age groups. So it was like the teens, and then it was like us, like the like right before teens. So like it's like a whole bunch of we were there with our whole family. So like, and our parents are all around the same age and had kids around the same time. So like it's weird. So like some of their younger kids were our age, and some of their older kids were like, so like the teens were moving around how they was moving around because they was able to do whatever the fuck they were basically adults at the time. So we ended up running into one of our cousins, and we were just like, yo, like.
Help.
Your parents are looking for y'all. Your parents are going crazy right now. They don't know where you guys are at. We're like, all right, like, well,
Bring us
we're
back.
caught. We're caught. So, yeah. And then we got in mad trouble. We ain't getting like mad trouble, but they were just like, yo, if y'all ever leave, matter of fact, hold on to the stroller right now because my cousin.
You got the backpack with the leash after that?
Damn near. That's the treatment they was about to give us. It was that crazy, but.
We're gonna bring this pod to an end because we are way over our time.
Every time.
Over time.
It's been,
Every time.
It's been a
It's
beautiful.
because we vibe.
It's impossible to be over time.
It's been a beautiful night. Thank you for coming to Cats Out the Bag. We'll be back. LK and LK.
Okay.
Lauren,
That's
take
weird.
us out of here.
Which